my face, and I use St. Ives Collagen Elastin Facial Moisturizer. And so now what you need to do is apply your primer, and you can use either Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is a good department store one, and if you're on the more cheaper side, I suggest Monistat Chafing Gel, and this actually works just as good as Smashbox. So whichever you choose, just make sure you apply a primer. And so keep in mind that if you're covering up dark under eye circles, you definitely want to put the primer under your eyes as well. So right now I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Monistat, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face and also bring it under my eyes. And careful when applying under your eyes, you don't want to get the product in your eyes, and then your eyes will get really irritated. So just apply that all over your face. So basically what primer does is smooth out your skin so that when you apply foundation and concealer, it's a lot smoother to apply on, and it's less likely to seep into fine lines. And especially around the eye, I know a lot of people tend to get that problem where the concealer just sets into the fine lines, and you can definitely see it throughout the day. And so next, I'm just going to apply a tinted moisturizer. So I recommend doing your foundation before you apply the concealer, because your foundation could cover up some of your under eye circles. So definitely apply your foundation or a tinted moisturizer and then apply your concealer. So I'm just going to apply this right now. Okay, so I already applied my tinted moisturizer, and the reason why I actually use this today is that I just want some light coverage, and for the sake of this video, I want you guys to see actually how I conceal the dark circles. And I don't know if you could see this in this lighting, but you could see that it's still pretty visible, and it's a lot more pigmented in the inner corners of the eye. So I'm going to zoom you guys in, and then we're going to start off with the concealer. Okay, so I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick this up, but my under eye circles are pretty much purplish blue, more blue than purple. And so when you have that kind of discoloration, it's good to have a color corrector. And so Coastal Scents has a good one. This is their Camo Quad, and Makeup Forever has a couple of their corrector concealers as well, and that's the one I like using a lot. And this is their number 4 Camouflage palette, and it comes with the orange concealer at the end. And so if you're familiar with the color wheel and complementary colors, blue and orange are complementary colors. They're on opposite sides of the color wheel, and so orange is gonna pretty much neutralize the blue. So I'm going to apply this first, and I'm just using a concealer brush, and you can use your hands as well, but I like to start off using a concealer brush. And so like I just gently apply that. You don't want to sweep this too hard, because your skin by the eye area is really delicate. So you want to be gentle in applying this, and you want to concentrate it on the inner corner of the eye, because that's where most of the pigmentation is. And so I don't know if you could tell, but it's already looking a little bit better than this side. Next, I like to take a concealer that's a little more closer to my skin tone, and I just take this middle concealer from my number 4 Camo palette, and I'm just taking my brush again, and then I'm sweeping that again. And you don't have to take a lot of product. For this concealer, it's actually pretty creamy and thick, so a little goes a long way. So I'm just patting this on gently. And so right now it's pretty, the under eye circles are pretty concealed, but the thing is is that I'm not sure if you noticed, but this color that I just applied might just be a little too dark. And for concealers under the eye, you definitely want to pick a shade that's a little lighter than your skin tone, so it opens up the eyes, it brightens up the eyes. So I'm picking up Coastal Scents Camo Quad in medium. And so I'm just going to pick up these two colors right here. I'm going to mix them both. I'm just dabbing them. And this is going to lighten up the color a little bit. So just keep adding just a little bit. You don't want to add too much, and then it will look a little bit unnatural. And make sure you also try to blend downwards as well, because you don't want this whole area just concealed and then it doesn't fade off. And then so now I pretty much like it the way it is, and now I just take my middle finger, and what I do is just dab along the concealed area. So what this basically does is apply a little bit of heat to the concealer, and since the concealers are a cream consistency, adding a little heat from your finger is going to help it blend in a little better. So as you can see, this eye definitely looks a lot better than this side. So what I'm going to do is just finish up concealing this eye, and then I'll show you the next step. So I already concealed my under eye circles on this eye, and so the next step is to set your concealer. And you could basically do your whole face for this. Since I applied some tinted moisturizer earlier, I definitely want to set everything. But the thing is, if you're concealing under eye circles with concealers, you definitely want to make sure to set the concealer as well. So I'm using MAC's translucent powder. This is their invisible setting powder. It's translucent, so it could be used for any skin tone. So I'm just applying this all over my face. I like to do my whole face first. And then I'm kind of brushing over my eyes a little bit. And so, especially when I use a lot of concealer, I definitely want to make sure that I set the concealer. So I have a little bit of powder on the lid, and I'm just taking just a regular eyeshadow brush, and then I'm just going to set it. And so that's pretty much it. I'm just going to apply a little bit of makeup just so I look a little more lively. So what I wanted to talk about is taking care of those under eye bags. I know some people just have it, like myself. They just don't go away. So what I use for an eye cream is Clinique's All About Eyes. These help a lot. They make them feel a lot smoother in the morning. They've helped with puffiness as well. And so this is what I like. I know it's a little bit pricey, but it's definitely worth the money. I think it's important for young women to start with eye creams in their early 20s. I know it seems a little bit early, but the earlier you start, the less consequences you're gonna face. So this will definitely help with aging in the long run. If you have some serious like puffiness in your eyes, like maybe from overwork or like stress or something, I know warm tea bags on your eyes or cucumbers will help with putting down that puffiness. And so if you have any questions about any of the products that I use, please leave a comment. I know a lot of people do their concealers a little bit differently, but this is how I do mine and it works for me. So just let me know if you have any questions or anything. And if you're wondering about the stuff that I'm wearing on my face, I'm just wearing lip gloss and blush. It's I'm using Illamasqua's, I think this is Petulant lip gloss. This is a gorgeous color, and for my blush I'm using Makeup Forever's number 7 HD Blush. I can't remember the name of this, but it's number 7. Yes. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.